siwezi shtuka na venye watu wanasema kuhusu maisha yangu. Kila mtu ako na maisha yake. Kila mtu afanye kitu anataka na maisha yake. Nichote hizi kilo kama moja hii.
A few moments later.
Make your last prayers kabla niende. We mniombe tu bana, mimi naenda. Fuck.
Ak9 is a Kenyan TikToker and he is also a musician.
Said I will never make it, see me raining and they getting jealous. People ain't real, I'ma tell you the truth, I ain't capping, I thought you should.
From his earlier TikToks, you can see Ak9 started by doing comedy sketches with inspiration from Mr. Bean.
Nikiwa mtu nilikuwa napenda kuona sana Mr. Bean. So nikasema siku moja mimi nataka nichekeshange wasee hivi.
However, when he started to do sort of cooking recipes, you can see the algorithm really picked his videos. On his normal sketch videos, he would attract probably from 10 to 30k views per video. However, with cooking videos, he would range from 100k to a massive 400,000 views. In an attempt to stand out from other cooking channels, he slowly started to cook what you'd call unorthodox foods. An example is cooking bread with tea, or adding maize flour to tea, or his most disturbing to date, he cooked and ate grass with ugali. And apparently cooked grass tastes like spinach.
Nyasi inaonja ka spinach. Spinach.
Of course, with these videos, people would comment because they are provoking, and engagement, whether good or bad, is a content creator's best friend. With this new trend, his channel started growing and he said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, we have seen other mukbang creators who go down the rabbit hole, but since it's working, they choose to not change it.
Because my life is a disaster.
There's no cure.
This food's right in your brain.
You thought eating grass and ugali is weird? Wait till you see, he cooked ugali with mera.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true.
Or the one time he cooked rice with tea and unpeeled potatoes. Let's credit where credit is due. He can cook and is creative about it. But because his channel is built on controversy, he has to keep up with the theatrics. The man is slowly morphing into Walter White from Breaking Bad. The only difference being, instead of focusing on drugs, he is focusing on food. Now can we say he is from Breaking Bad? I mean, baking because of food. So this time he is making a toothpaste, and the ingredients he is using is a chalk, toothpaste, milk, bleach, salt, washing powder, and hair shampoo. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand why this is dangerous. Excess bleach is highly toxic to living cells such as your gum, tongue, cheek tissues, and not to add, there is also the risk of you swallowing the mixture. I mean, even TikTok had to put a disclaimer. To show us the middle finger, he used it. We are literally watching someone attempt to commit suicide before our eyes. At this point, the food he is cooking is becoming more and more poisonous. I mean, he added downy. Downy is a fabric softener. As bizarre and terrifying that sounds, he isn't actually the first person to consume a detergent on TikTok.
Dangerous phenomenon on social media known as the Tide Pod Challenge, still causing concern across the country.
In 2018, the Tide Pod Challenge became a viral hit on YouTube and Facebook. The challenge involved people, especially teenagers, biting Tide Pods or even frying and chewing them before spitting them from their mouths. Tide Pods are brightly colored liquid laundry detergent packets. The trend became so popular that Tide's parent company, Procter & Gamble, said in a statement that we are deeply concerned about the conversations related to the intentional and improper use of liquid laundry packs. They should not be played with, whatever the circumstance, even if it's meant as a joke. Since the introduction to the market in 2012, 8 fatalities have been reported among children.
Because apparently our species is devolving, and because the Tide Pods are colorful, that means they look like candy. Now, I think it's fucking dumb.
Let's now get to his viral video. No, not the one he ate a spider. It's the one he ate a bat. I guess we should call him Batman.
I am Batman.
On a serious note, the only comic character Arc9 comes closest to is the Joker. The video clocked in 2 million views. It takes a lot of risk to eat a bat considering you are coming from a COVID outbreak which many believe the virus originated from. And that is not the only outbreak bats have been involved in. Bats are known to carry dangerous infectious viruses, and as you guessed it, he got sick. Even his voice started changing.
Mimi niko kwa kitanda nasoma hii kitu nikicheka.
Imeitishwa na wazee kama mbao hii wiki.
Tell me, do you bleed? You will.
And now, enter the spider video. And you can imagine the memes.
Lakini sasa Harry alianza kugeuka. Akawa kitu kingine ambao hata sio Spider-Man. Akaanza kuwa kitu kingine ambao hapa basi sio Spider-Man.
However, the situation escalated from people making memes to people getting worried. There were even information that he was admitted in the hospital and others reported he was dead. However, days later, he came to refute the claims and stated that he is alive and kicking. But still the question remained, why eat a spider? Well, the answer is simple. He never ate the spider. He was actually bitten by a venomous spider.
Mimi najua hii spider sikuikula. Iliniuma. Spider ndo ilinikula.
So why did he claim he had eaten the spider? Well, because of traffic. And although people airing their concerns over his health may seem like they are being a nuisance, internet has always been stormed with challenges of people eating various things, and sometimes those challenges turn out to be catastrophic.
Siwezi shtuka na venye watu wanasema kuhusu maisha yangu. Kila mtu ako na maisha yake.
Being abused in this challenge for its side effects.
These days, to pull crazy numbers on YouTube, you are either doing loyalty tests or interviews. But back in 2012, there's a challenge which was racking up crazy numbers. The challenge in question is the cinnamon challenge. The challenge involved people eating a spoonful of ground cinnamon in under 60 seconds without drinking anything. The worst case reported as a result of the challenge is the case of a 13-year-old boy who ended up in a coma as a result of the challenge. And although there are no reported cases of people dying from the cinnamon challenge, this next challenge has surely done. 2020 not only brought the pandemic, but with it came the Benadryl challenge. The challenge revolves around the deliberate consumption of 12 tablets of Benadryl to get hallucinations. The same year, a 15-year-old girl in Oklahoma died from an overdose attempting the challenge. The Food and Drug Administration issued a statement. We are aware of news reports of teenagers ending up in emergency rooms or dying after participating in the Benadryl challenge, encouraged in videos posted on social media application TikTok. On June 11, 2022, a chef from TikTok, Chef P or Veronica Show, announced the creation of pink sauce via TikTok. Now, the distinct bright color caught people's attention, and you can see why people rushed to order it. It did not take long, however, for controversies to start. The biggest controversy was the packaging. There were a lot of complaints about the product being poorly packaged.
And it turns out it's not exactly safe to eat.
And true to that, the sauce left some consumers in the hospital, and there have also been reports of the product smelling and appearing rotten. Another issue with the sauce is that the ingredients and food proportions on the label were inaccurate. When food theory put that into test, well, let's say they got a different sauce. When asked about whether her product was approved by the FDA, she stated that her product is not a medical product.
What do you mean by that?
Literally, the F in FDA stands for food. The following month, Chef P made claims that a product has now been approved by the FDA, a statement later contradicted by FDA when they announced that there's a pending review in August. Since the spider incident, Arc9 has gone on to eat snails, porcupines, and even worms. He is not a person who accidentally became famous on the internet. He tried what works, and now that he has found it, obviously he will milk it to the last drop. My advice for him is please be more careful. I have linked his music and YouTube channel in the description down below.
Sometimes when you're here